Hey guys!
We're here today to check out the Patreon poll winner of the week, none other than Amon Amarth, where their latest video, latest song, Get in the Ring and Swing. There's no swing, but Get in the Ring. Has a little bit of a wrestling vibe to it.
It does.
I feel like this should be perhaps, I don't know, I haven't heard the song, but maybe Hook, if he's looking for a new track, get some Amon Amarth as he's coming down, get in the ring and shit. Like, don't you get that Amon Amarth vibe for Hook?
Maybe. I feel like Action Bronson... It
fits him better?
It fits him well.
So who would get into the ring with some Amon Amarth from A&W roster currently? Do you have anybody in mind?
Any of the people from the House of Black.
Oh.
But their song...
The House of Black, you need something a little bit darker than Amon Amarth.
Yeah.
You can't really get Amon Amarth. Like, they don't scream Amon Amarth to me.
The WWE have a Viking tag team. It's weird how they haven't gone with the whole...
I know, but they're so mid. They're so mid.
They're mid.
Alright, so Amon Amarth has a new album, but it's not out yet. But for now, you have this video. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Oh, speaking of wrestling... All right, there's a lot to unpack from this song in this video. Okay, can we get... Fuck, he's got more playtime here than he ever did at WWE. Anyways,
I was gonna say for finally our wrestling talk has come to
fruition.
Can
I go first on this one because I feel
Yeah.
like there's a lot to unpack. First of all, Eric the Red is like 7 foot tall, badass motherfucker, and you cannot teach that. I just want to start off by saying that. Yeah, fucking badass looking motherfucker. Now,
well, he was one of the things I always enjoyed about WWE when he'd come down and he'd have like different
shirts at every Raw.
Yeah, you were always wondering like.
That was one of the few reasons I actually fucking watched WWE was to see what kind of band he would be repping.
Yeah.
Fuck, I missed those days.
God, we should have guessed him too.
Some Corpaclani, some Children of Bodom.
I know,
Fuck, the guy loves his Finnish metal, I must say.
He has a really
Amon Amarth, obviously.
He has a really good taste.
He does. Elviti.
I know, the guy
would always come down with fucking cool-ass bands.
Like I'm saying, he has an amazing taste.
Oh, he was definitely not wearing no Avenged Sevenfold bullshit.
He was well-versed in the world. You know?
And he was bringing some bands that are not necessarily mainstream metal bands that people would know, you know what I mean? So, fucking kudos to him. He's a real metalhead, so fuck it. So, anyhow, I want to start off with that. You cannot teach that kind of badassness. He's also a fan of The Acclaimed. I don't know if you noticed, but he went like this.
He is a fan of The Acclaimed.
So he's definitely a fan of The...
But everybody's a fan of The Acclaimed.
Everybody loves The Acclaimed.
Come on,
everybody loves The Acclaimed. So I was expecting one of the guys to kind of scissor him. It didn't happen, but you know what? You can ask. You can't have everything that you want. But the fact that he dropped the scissors down, fuck, he's definitely a fan of The Acclaimed. They need to get him and the Ass Boys.
Yeah. Has a hired gun.
Billy Gunn, hired gun. Fuck yeah, we need to get that shit going.
I mean,
on
he was on the show. So
he was on the show. That was I think they brought him in for the end of. No, he wasn't Elite. He came in just for I think the anniversary of Brody Lee.
Maybe
it was the anniversary of Brody Lee, and I think they came in for one match. I think it was a one-time thing. So, but they need to get him back more.
Maybe this is their.
Fuck, get the Billy Gunn on a wheelchair. This guy can push both wheelchairs down, and then he can scissor them both. Fuck yeah. All right, I'm full of ideas.
And he comes into this? I could see this definitely is...
Of course he would come down to this. This is his music. He's coming down to the ring.
This is his theme.
So, moving on from that, let me say that I think this is the first time that we're checking out an Amon Amarth video that is not Viking themed. The video is not Viking themed.
It's not Viking themed, but I think...
It's more like Vikings meet Mad Max.
Yeah, but I feel like the Mad Max does kind of fit them too.
No, I think the people in the Mad Max movies were kind of like berserkers.
They were kind of like land Vikings. That's kind of what they were.
They were pillaging.
And if you got knocked off just like the boat, if you got knocked off your car, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah, that's true. They were land Vikings.
They were land Vikings, and they had shields and stuff.
And they used and they didn't use like machine guns or whatever.
They were using like spears and swords
and bows and arrows and boomerang.
Who knows? Maybe when Amon Amarth finally,
you think this is the new evolution of Amon Amarth?
Yeah, they finally run out of Viking stuff to talk about.
I don't think they've run out of Viking stuff to talk about.
But I'm saying when they finally do, they have a new kind of like.
Well, the Vikings came through sea, but eventually they had to make landfall. Once they make landfall, they have to move inland.
And then they became Mad Max.
Yeah, they became a post-apocalyptic Vikings. That's kind of where this went.
Yeah, Mad Max himself, he is Bjorn. He's Bjorn Ironside. But of the Mad Max universe.
Oh, I thought he was Ivar.
Oh, is he Ivar?
Because he had a little bit of a funny walk to him.
Then he's Ivar.
Yeah, I think he's more Ivar the Boneless. All right, so Mad Max wrestling. This video had a little bit of everything. The Acclaimed.
Exactly. The Acclaimed. You always have to.
We gotta say that this video is very eclectic when it comes to an Amon Amarth video. The name of the song, "Get in the Ring," I kind of felt like it was gonna be different from a Viking themed video. But I thought, okay, maybe...
The wrestling vibe was there from the start. I'm just surprised we didn't guess Eric Redbeard.
I'm also surprised there was no power bombs. Or chokeslams.
But that's not his style. Well, the chokeslam, yeah. But
the big boot to the face. There was no big boot to the face.
He did. He did the spinning big boot.
Oh, okay.
That's what he does.
Oh, but I was looking more towards just a big front boot into the face. But anyways.
It's not Hulk Hogan.
I didn't say that he was dropping like the leg drop. The leg drop is Hulk Hogan, and who needs that? So anyhow, when I saw the name of the title of the song, I kind of got the idea that, oh, maybe this is going to go in a different direction. Because this sounds very wrestling-like.
But there's nowhere...
But I never pictured this.
Yeah, to be honest, it did sound very wrestling, but not in a million years would I think that it was actually like a wrestling themed song. Yeah.
You know what I thought they were going to go with this? Vikings fighting in a ring.
Yeah.
Like other Vikings creating a physical ring.
The
and
Vikings
then two
were the
soldiers
ones who created pro wrestling.
And then or sports entertainment. Sports entertainment.
Yeah.
So the Vikings would create a physical circle, and then two Vikings would fight each other inside until death do us part. You know what I mean? Like until one of them dies. So that's kind of where I thought this was going to go with. I didn't think this was going to go Mad Max and shit.
The Nuremberg, what's it called?
Cultural Center?
Cultural Center, yes. They will add a wrestling ring and everyone... I feel like that would actually get everyone...
Get an octagon.
I feel like that would get everyone pumped.
Yeah, it would definitely get people going.
It would boost morale. Fuck, the Vikings should have created UFC.
I think their life was kind of like UFC.
They were missing a chance there.
Yeah, well, opportunities were missed, but it is what
to the death, it's like, yeah, I'll beat you up very bad, but like, obviously you don't want to kill me. Stuff like that.
No, but they would actually...
I know, but that's a waste of a man.
The Vikings showed no mercy.
It's a waste of a man. It's a waste of a soldier.
No, but you died in battle. You go to Valhalla. You don't want to die in sea. If you die in sea, you don't go to Valhalla.
If you die in battle by your own blood's hands, it's not like...
No, it's still
battle, but it's
still battle as long as you have...
For me, it's not battle
in your hand or your sword, whatever.
For me, it's not battle unless you're running up a hill or running down a hill
running up a hill is not a very good idea for a battle because you're technically at a physical disadvantage. So if
they didn't care, they were running.
If you wanna run somewhere, you wanna run down the hill, but not after a roll of cheese. That's not what you want to do.
See, I always see in those like Viking movies, they're like climbing up the ladder, and I'm always like, this guy's gonna die, and then he dies. It's like
it's obvious.
It's obvious, but then you also have to think back then. A lot of guys did die like that in like stupid ways that you see now.
Yeah, but they didn't care. They were in battle.
They were in battle, so they didn't care.
It's like Valhalla awaits me. They were all brainwashed. It was all part of a big cult. Anyhow, so enough about the video. Let's get into the song because the question I have for you is: does this feel to you as a I don't want to call it average, but does this feel to you as a natural Amon Amarth song?
Yeah, very natural.
It didn't feel to me that way.
It's a switch of pace, obviously from it's a different topic, but from the sound itself, obviously, I think one of the big things it didn't really have was that big, bombastic feel that you get from normal Amon Amarth songs. I feel like Amon Amarth songs have more bombastic parts, but this one was more of a thunderous part. And it was more of a thinner song compared to normal Amon Amarth songs, feeling a lot more volume from those. But other than that, it had the same elements as normal Amon Amarth songs.
Okay, so you brought yourself back into where I was going to go with this, because at the beginning I thought you were going to take me on a different direction, but you're not. I feel kind of the same way. This to me is not, like, even look at the previous single.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have that... It feels a lot thinner to me as sound wise. It doesn't have that volume. It's not as bombastic.
Yeah.
It's not as over the top. Like when you listen to this song, you don't get that vibe that we're gonna charge a castle and we're gonna kick out the Saxons. I don't get that vibe from this song.
Paris.
Yeah, or taking Paris. It has a thinner sound to it, but the guitar tone, that Amon Amarth riffing, that's still there. When I was listening to this song, I was like, fuck. It sounds like Amon Amarth. The riffing is Amon Amarth. The guitar tone is Amon Amarth. That penetrating melody that they always have in their songs, that's all there. That's still Amon Amarth. But the song itself, from an overall perspective, felt a little bit thinner than what I was thinking coming in. Because normally Amon Amarth songs feel like larger than life.
Yeah.
When you listen to a song, it's almost like you feel like there's Vikings rushing towards you. Yeah. Like, fuck, there's this substance to it. There's this volume to it. And I'm not saying that this is good or bad. I'm just saying that there was a lot of different elements in this song, in this video, that I wasn't really expecting from an Amon Amarth song. But that's all.
For me, it doesn't really bother me because it's something different.
No, it didn't bother me. I'm just saying, but it felt different.
It felt very different, and it's still very good.
Of course it's very good.
It's Amon Amarth. They don't really... they don't disappoint.
It's not like they're going to throw you a 15-minute prog song.
And even if they did, I'd probably still like it.
It's not their DNA though. Like they never go that far off the beaten path. They have a set standard when it comes to their music. And it always stays very close. I mean, they may change a little bit here and there. Like this song, like I said, is not as big, it's a little bit thinner, but it's still Amon Amarth. That riffing is still Amon Amarth. That sound from that guitar is still Amon Amarth. And then Johan Hegg on vocals, it's definitely Amon Amarth. I mean, when you think of Amon Amarth, you think of those vocals, you think of that voice, that presence. So everything is fine with the song. It just surprised me on a lot of fronts. It surprised me on the wrestling front. It surprised me on the video front, on the Mad Max, and then on how a little bit more thinner, a little bit more driven. It feels a little bit lighter than what I was expecting from Amon Amarth. That's all. Doesn't make it bad. It just makes it different. That is all. That's all I want to say. Do you agree?
I agree.
All right. On that note, I guess we cover everything. I think we don't have anything else to say, do you?
No, I think we're good.
I think we're good. Fuck, I can't believe Eric Redbeard is a big fan of the Acclaim. Fuck. Yeah, everybody loves the Acclaim. All right, on that note, guys, thank you for watching. Let us know your thoughts on this new Amon Amarth track on the upcoming album. If I'm not mistaken, are they going on tour with Machine Head and the Halo Effect? I think that's happening in Europe, somewhere in Europe. Check out your local listings. Bastards. Fuck yeah. Check out your local listings for that Machine Head Amon Amarth tour. Every band on that tour is going to have a new album. Machine Head has a new album coming out. Amon Amarth has a new album coming out. And the Halo Effect has their debut album coming out. Holy fucking Jesus.
I mean, you get to see Jesus and Odin in the same concert.
Isn't that true?
God. It's like the worlds are colliding.
Yeah. And you let Freedom ring with a shotgun blast. Boom. There you go. Going full circle. See you guys at the next video.
See ya.